Hello and welcome. This is Chapter 8, Assessment and Feedback. And this is taken from the textbook, Essentials of Online Course Design, a Standards-Based Guide. And this is presented by Group 2, Nicole Brown, Erica Bustos, Katie Capps, Catherine Clarke, and Tiffany Summers. So in this chapter, we're going to cover the following information about assessment and feedback. Learning outcomes, variety and timing of assessments, teacher feedback, self-assessment, peer-to-peer feedback, learner expectations and requirements, and also grading criteria. In terms of assessing learning outcomes, be sure that assessment is clearly tied to the learning outcomes of the course. And we measure performance by looking at the products of the learner's work, like papers, assignments, tests, quizzes, digital presentations, and projects. Also keep in mind the importance of writing clear objectives that will be measured, and the text provides a great example of an introductory statement from a class, and it also lists some objectives on that introductory statement. On it, the instructor uses words like describe, define, apply, identify, and categorize, describe, and share, which all not only signify specific actions the students will be able to perform as a result of the lesson, but they're also verbs from the depth of knowledge and Bloom's taxonomy. Ongoing and varied assessment. You should assess students on an ongoing basis, and this provides some idea of learner engagement and participation. In addition, it provides opportunities to give feedback to learners, measures their progress, and also gives an opportunity for learners to test and apply their skills. You should try to vary the measurement techniques. This helps to provide a more accurate evaluation of the student and helps to protect against cheating. And we're going to discuss some of the ways of varying your feedback and your measurement. So one way is teacher feedback. The importance of well-crafted and timely feedback cannot be overstated. Learners perform best when this is the case. It helps to motivate learners. It provides a quick clearing up of any misconceptions. And it also helps the learner to know how to improve during the course. So regular and timely feedback is just crucial. As a hint, the instructor might want to use the announcement tool to spell out for each activity how feedback is going to be given. So some other types of feedback include peer-to-peer, and this is where learners get the benefit of multiple perspectives while learning how to critically assess others. Guest feedback, and this is where guests like field experts can provide feedback to the learner directly. Automated computer-generated feedback is a nifty tool, and this is particularly good for multiple choice, true-false items. Some other ways to provide feedback for an online course include, automated through the learning management system and also Google Docs. And when designing a plan, you should always ask yourself what is going to be graded and what isn't, and who is providing the feedback. And above all, the instructor wants to be very clear in communicating the expectations, how they're going to give the feedback, and the students need to know how they're getting the feedback and what exactly is going to be graded. So when setting learner expectations, first of all, you want to explain clearly the graded item and percentage, how each graded item applies to the learning expectation, and where they are recorded in the gradebook. Many learning management systems provide prompts for communicating things like the title, the instructions, grading criteria, due date, where to submit the activity, and where and how the learners are going to receive their feedback. Assessment of activities. Plan ahead for the different ways you will be assessing various activities. Provide a rubric for activities such as class discussions. Don't forget the class discussions. And this was delineated in great detail in our previous text. Be clear about how you would like your students to engage in discussions, and be clear about how you are going to grade them. In terms of self-assessment and group projects, try to include some self-assessment activities so that the students can reflect on their own learning, and this way they can vary their pace. And they also get an idea of what they don't know. Very important for metacognition. And when it comes to group activities, you'll want to assign roles of the group members. That makes for easier assessment. And that also includes having peers review one another. So that is assessment and feedback. And this is from the Essentials of Online Course Design, Chapter 8. Thank you very much.